guys, how are you? I'm in Zanesville, Ohio, and I am at a Planet Fitness. Let's see if you can see it. It's right over there. So, it's late right now. It's probably, I think it's, let me see what time it is. It's 2:38 in the morning, and it's been a while since I came and took you guys to a Planet Fitness. So, yeah, this is perfect here if you come through here, but sometimes there's a truck over here now. You see this truck? Sometimes there's a security guard here, and one time I was kicked out from over there. So I never park over there now. And Big Lots are now closing. So you probably could park at Big Lots now. I mean, I did park at Big Lots before, but people are weird. They're anal about trucks. They don't like trucks at all. But I figure that, you know what, I'll get a good workout in the morning. I'll get a good night's rest. Well, I don't know what time I'll get up. Yeah, I'll get up in the morning, probably about maybe 8. And then just have my coffee or whatever. You know what I mean? Get myself situated and then just go in. And there's like a Five Below here and a TJ Maxx. So I probably will go into that Five Below. Just because they have things in there, makeup or snacks, stuff for your phone, Five Below. It's just a cool little store. But yeah. Things are going great. I love the lease purchase side. I love it. I think there's more freedom to do what you want. Yeah, it's going great. It is. So I'm headed to Triadelphia, West Virginia, which isn't too far from here, maybe an hour and a half. And I'm going to do a drop and hook. And then I don't know if they'll get me anything. Sometimes they have a hard time getting me things on like the weekend, like a Sunday, especially me being like nowhere near the yard. I'm not sure, but I'm not very far from home, so I might just go home for like a night. Let me see what. Oh, let me go, duty. Okay. Let me see how many. Oh, okay, I have 15 and a half hours left on my clock. Yeah. So, I mean, I still have a full day. Yeah, I don't know what they want me to do. But, I mean, I'm just trying to think what's best. Either or. If they don't get me anything, then I'll just go home for like my break. And then if they get me something on Monday, then yeah, because I won't gain any hours. after midnight or after my 2 days. So we'll see. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. But yeah, so I guess I'm just gonna hit the sack. Hit the sack. My eyes are itchy. Well, guys, I guess I'll just see you in the morning. Okay? Alright, bye. Remember that Martin truck that was over there? Good morning, guys. Good morning. So remember that Martin truck that I showed you? That was in the parking lot? They must have told him to move because he's over here now. Okay. Same truck. Hi guys. Hi guys. I'm done with the gym and I had a good workout. I did the elliptical for 45 minutes. And then I went and did I kind of do weird things when I come to the gym. I like to kind of, because I've been sitting for a while, I like to kind of spark my chakras. You know what the chakras are? The 7 chakras in your body. I like to try to elevate those as much as I can. So today I just did abs, lower back, and legs, a little bit of legs. And I stretch a lot. I stretch a lot during those times. And I had, see my core water? Hold on. My core water, it's the 30 ounce. I put my tablets in this morning because it kind of gives me a little bit of pep. There is a little bit of caffeine in it. I think it's green tea. But it's like a fizzy tablet that I put in. I had that, and then I had another one of just water. So I'm already hydrated. So now I'm gonna go make myself something to eat really quick and get on the road. Hopefully they have an empty trailer for me, but I'm gonna call them. I got their number, so I can call and see, because the plan is, because they sometimes can't get me anything out of here until like Monday, like, because there's just nothing here. The planners aren't here. Sometimes they do, keep me moving, but sometimes they don't. But I'm so close to home that I probably will just go home for my reset and take my reset and then get on the road after that. But yeah, I'm having a good day. I'm just a little tired because I don't eat anything when I go into the gym. I just drink my water but I can kind of feel that my energy's low right now. So hi guys, so I have already called where I'm dropping off. They do have 2 trailers available. Like sometimes I do that, like if I know the place, I'll just go and see if they have an empty for me, because I don't really have to rush at all, you know what I mean? So because I don't think they're gonna be able to get me a dispatch. So I'm going to pick up the empty and just go home and do my reset. Because even if they do give me something in the morning, now I'm getting used to them with their dispatches. That most of the time it's harder for them to get me something like on a Sunday or Saturday because the planners aren't there. Unless they have something available, they might have 1 or 2 to keep me moving. But if I did pick anything up, because right now
you have 8 hours and 0 minutes of remaining drive time.
I'm just going over this. I have 15 and a half hours, but that usually they send me somewhere to pick something up, like Ohio, up in PA or somewhere like that. Then they shoot me down to Springfield or somewhere down there, Arkansas, Missouri, somewhere. That's still not enough time to get it delivered. Usually it will take me a day and maybe 6 hours to get home or get to Missouri or wherever they're sending me, because I'm getting used to how they do their dispatching. It takes a while, but so I think I'm just gonna go do I've already sent them a message seeing if they're gonna be able to get me anything. And I said, if not, I'm just going to go home and do my reset. It's no big deal. Because I would rather be home doing my reset than be on the road, Yeah. So that's that. But if you always have to plan, don't assume things. Don't assume there's going to be an empty trailer where you're picking up at, because sometimes there isn't, and then you have to wait on them. So, but it's good to call ahead. It's good when people are, know what's going on with the trailers. Like, that guy was really cool. I know him, from just going, back and forth. So, I'm happy. I'm good. Good. So I'm gonna go over to this Five Below store just because I want to go in. I'm gonna make my breakfast, and I'm gonna make it with you. My truck is trashed right now. Like, it is trashed. It just gets trashed as you go through the week. It gets really bad. Okay, so I am going to be making my oatmeal. I just feel like I need energy, and the oatmeal does it for me. So that's what we're gonna do. Good old-fashioned oats. Chia seeds. Cinnamon. Where's my cinnamon? There it is. I like a lot of cinnamon in there. I think it gives it a really good flavor. Sugar-free maple syrup. I switch out my milks. This is soy milk. I'm just gonna mix it up a little bit and let it sit a minute. Because as this sits, it's gonna like firm up. Ooh. I need a better bowl. And then I'm also gonna put in an apple. This better up here, guys. I need an organizer. Like, I absolutely an apple, because that's what I have. I like to put some kind of fruit in there with it. Just because I mean I like a fruit in there. Usually it's banana. I also like blueberries, but I'm out of those. So I put in the apple, and that'll be good. Good. This is already firming up, so I already know that I'm gonna need to add more milk in here, you know, but that's okay. That's why my milk is still out. this is an excellent meal. I don't care what anybody says about oatmeal. You know, I just think that you don't always need to. Let me add a little bit of it. I don't think you always need to be eating cooked meals. I think that you should eat, you know, start with things that aren't cooked, okay? And this is the perfect meal right here. It absolutely is. And then I'll have some green tea. Bon appetit. I needed food. It's so good. I actually like it with the apples because I've been having bananas and blueberries, and you get tired of having the same thing, but I like the apples in here. I don't always put them in because things go bad. Things don't stay like they do when you're at home. I actually think it's because of, you know, the heat in here or the air conditioning, just the fan blowing constantly. Like, just things don't last. I don't know what it is. I don't know why things don't last in the fridge here, but they don't. And you constantly have to be planning on going to the store if you want fresh things. I mean, they do have some fresh things at Love's or Pilot. They do have like salads and fruit, but I think it's overpriced. You know, everything's overpriced. This is excellent right here. This is going to keep me full for a few hours. Then I'll have my tea. I'm having green tea today. Sometimes it's matcha. Sometimes it's some mushroom coffee. You know, it just depends on what I'm in the mood for. I have a cocoa, a rose cocoa that I really like. Yes, it's rose.
A new message has arrived.
Let me see. Oh, she said she's not going to have another load for me today. I'm sorry. So I'm fine with that. You see, I'm fine as long as you communicate with me. I like communication. I like to be kept in the loop of what's going on. That's just me. That's just me. So I'm going to go home, do my reset. And then I'll be ready to go Tuesday morning because it's Sunday now. Guys, try this. It's so good. You don't need to have cooked meals at every sitting. you need to keep your cells thriving at their best. Okay? Just think about what you're eating, putting in your body. Think about it. You got to keep your heart healthy, your mind clear as best as you can out here. That's why I haven't been to the gym in a while, but I feel invigorated. Try to get to the gym at least once a week. At least once a week, because it'll get you out of your trucks. It'll get you in an environment where you're around people working out. It's better. At least try to get there once a week. If you know there's a few Planet Fitnesses that you can go to that are good, put them on your list. I think people should be more open to letting trucks park here. Look, I'm not a dirty truck driver. I clean up after myself. I take my garbage, I throw it away in a trash bin. You know, I don't leave anything around. I come in clean, I leave clean. And you need to start setting an example for others. You know, honestly, I can't stand going to truck stops. Some truck stops smell like pee. I mean, how could you not go into the building to use the bathroom? You're lazy and you're going to just do it outside in the grass behind your truck. Don't do that. Don't do that. Do the right thing. Do the right thing. It's real easy to get lazy out here. Real easy. Don't be one of those people. Okay, well, I'm going to go into this Five Below when I'm done with my breakfast, and we're going to get on the road. Okay, I'll be back. So I just wanted to just say something about my dispatch, because even if they did give me something tomorrow to go pick up, I wouldn't get it delivered in time. I'd have to take my reset on the road somewhere, probably down in St. Louis, or, you know. So even if I did pick something up tomorrow, I would have to take a reset, and it wouldn't get delivered till probably Thursday. Wait. Wednesday. Wait. No, wait. Because I'd be traveling. Right. Monday. Picking up and traveling, and then have to do a reset there. Probably St. Louis. And then it would be like Wednesday that I would be delivering. Yeah. So if I take my reset now, go home and take it, then I would pick something up on Tuesday. It would be the same. It would be the same exact day delivering. So just may as well take it at home. Okay. Bye. Hi guys. Hi. How are ya? So I came back from off the road, and I came back off the road, and I had, sorry for this. Okay. I came back off the road, and my car was dead. I have an old Mustang, 99 Mustang, that I've had for years, and Like, it does not like the cold. Every winter, it sits. I got to get it jumped. But this time, it wouldn't jump. It jumped, but then it died. So then I just took it to the car dealership, Ford, because it's hard to find people to work on the Mustangs. I figured, well, it's their car. They need to know, right? But what I'm finding is harder and harder to find parts for that car. I do go to American Muscle. That's where I've gotten a lot of my parts for old Mustangs. Because there's a lot of Mustang enthusiasts out there that have old Mustangs and refurbish them and everything. But it's getting harder and harder to find parts. So they did find everything, but everything's going to cost like about $2,200 to fix everything. I needed a new water pump, fuel pump, the pedal cable I needed, and every time I bring it in, I tell them to get an oil change, because if you have your car sit as long as I've had mine sit, I just get the oil changed all the time. But it's just crazy. So I just dropped everything off in the truck, drove everything over. This is my mom's car I'm driving. Drove everything over, packed everything in, put the dog in, and then driving back. Now I gotta go get an Uber there. It's just such an ordeal right now. I don't know. And then, you know what? Like, I wanted to get that car painted because it's starting to chip. Like, the clear coat in the front starting to chip on it. I've gotten so many prices. Some people will not paint the whole car. Some people quoted me, like the highest person quoted me was $10,000 to paint a convertible Mustang. It's not even the whole car. You know what I mean? Not the roof. So I don't want to get a new car. I know eventually I'm going to have to get a new car, but it doesn't make sense to me because I'm on the road. Why get a new car and have a car payment when it's just going to be sitting there depreciating in value? That's stupid. So I've just kept getting this fixed and fixed and fixed. It's now an antique. It's considered an antique, that car. And I've kept really good maintenance on it, like all the time. It never really needed anything crazy. I never had to get a new engine or anything like that. But just keep your fingers crossed for me that car lasts a couple more years before I get a new one. Yeah. So if anything, if you have a car sitting and you have a car payment, I would just get rid of it. You don't need that big car payment. Especially if you're on the road for weeks on end. Save yourself some money. You know, put it somewhere where you actually are gonna need it, like on that truck, because things are inflated. You know, an oil change isn't like $30. It's expensive. Things are so expensive. So that's what I'm dealing with today. Issues. But when I went to the car, I wasn't gonna video it because I was irritated and upset. So I usually, you know, it gets jumped. They jump it right away. But then I had to get a tow truck because it didn't jump. Like there was it was cranking, and it was definitely turning over, but it wouldn't start. So, but I never got the fuel pump replaced and that, and I don't think I've ever I got the alternator replaced on it a few years back. I never had the fuel pump replaced. I don't know, but it is what it is. I'm gonna be getting on the road, and they're sending me up to Oil City again, I guess because it's close to me, and then I'm going down to Springfield, and yeah, living the dream out here, kids. Living the dream. All right, well, I'll touch base with you later. Okay, bye. Hi guys, how are ya? I'm back in the Mustang, and I got everything taken care of. I had to I got an oil change. I had the fuel pump replaced, the water pump replaced, the cable throttle replaced, did I say oil change? But oil change, and so it was expensive. It was like $2,500. I did ask them for a discount. They gave me like $40 off. But doesn't hurt to ask, correct? Yes. So I have an older Mustang. It's a 99 Mustang. I've had it for years. I've taken really good care of it. So if you have an older car that sits for a while, or maybe you're not driving it as much, the best thing to do is to unhook your black wire from the battery terminal. That's the negative wire. Unhook it from the battery, and that'll keep it from draining your battery, so that whenever you come back from, whether you're traveling, by plane or car, if it's sitting, put the black wire back on, and then it should start. You shouldn't have any issues. Or you can also get jumper cables that's like in a box that you plug into your wall to charge it, and then if it needs charge, you'll always have that available. I do have one of those too. But yeah, and then also on this older car, because I had it sitting like in places that I wasn't too comfortable knowing that if it was going to be safe or not, I put a lock on my gas cap with a lock, so people couldn't steal my fuel, because believe it or not, there's a lot of thieves out here. You can't really trust anybody. It's hard to say that you can, but there's always somebody that's going to try to be a snake. So, I mean, that's something that you can do also, or you can get like a club put in here on your wheel, on this wheel. It's like a club. But most people don't want to steal like an older car like this. But I do keep it in really good shape. And that's that. So we're going to be getting back on the road, back to truck driving. I just wanted to let you know that everything was good to go. So it was a little bit of a problem. It was a little bit of an obstacle, but we overcame it, and everything's good to go. Okay. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and we'll see you on the next one. And remember, I'm always going to drive you in the right direction. Bye.